Okay, here comes up area 3. You have a car, I guess it's a truck or a tank or something. You get to shoot other cars, using the A button, and the B button will shoot your missiles once you get them. Alright, I use Donatello throughout this area for the most part, sometimes switching to Raphael to get some hits down. Alright, here's the fire spitting guys, you have to keep hitting them, because this little guy comes flying out of their mouth. I guess you'll figure that out the hard way. Here's a slice of pizza. I gave it to Michelangelo because there's a whole pizza up there for Raphael, and then hopefully I'll have full health with each turtle. You might want to leave the one slice of pizza for Donatello when you're on your way out. We're in this place because it has the full pizza for Raphael after you go through the dam, and because there's bombs up top there. And you need those bombs or missiles or whatever you want to call them to break barriers. That jump you actually have to do. I got lucky hitting it the first time. There's usually a billion times I have to go through this area. Or this level, I guess. Let's not confuse it. My brother always talks about when he was a kid, if he made it through the dam, he'd mess up that jump right there, because it's not really a jump. You just walk over it. And then we picked up 10 bombs there. I'm stingy with the bombs, so I only need 10. I think you only need 7 maybe, or 8 missiles or bombs for the barriers. And you can occasionally press V by accident to be okay. If you feel better with 20 bombs, which I used to do, I would come back in here, get some more pizza and more bombs. When I first started doing this level, I was pretty bad at it, so it wasn't really worth coming back in here. Alright, there's your tank getting ready. Somebody left the keys in. Okay, move slowly here. Look at the bottom and how that guy disappears. I got hit there, but it didn't take away my health, so that's good. Here comes another barrier. There's a guy here you can't get rid of. Alright, this place we're gonna be in here for a long time. I'm probably gonna make a cut here. I'll let you know. Alright, if you go in there and you don't see the frog, just leave and walk back in, and magically, there's the frog. It's pretty easy to kill these enemies. Alright, we're gonna come in here a billion times, because there's a lot of full pizzas if you need them. And my strategy on actually beating the game and beating Shredder in Area 6 is scroll weapon, which is in this area. So I actually get 80 scroll weapon for each turtle. You heard correctly, 80 scroll. It usually takes me 20 or 25 minutes just to load up on scroll in here, and occasionally grab a pizza if I need it. When I load up on scroll, I make sure I have 80 scroll for every turtle except Donatello, because he's the one I have out. So if I accidentally pick up a weapon, I don't screw up my scroll getting. And then once you start getting scroll for Donatello, you really gotta be careful of the special weapons appearing. You just saw me grab the scroll, it gives you 20, so I need to get 4 times for each turtle. There's the rope. I almost forgot about that. If you go to the left here and hop some stones, you'll be able to get a full pizza. If you see one of the fire spitting guys, when you're hopping stones on the left side, just let him fall off and be patient. Just wait there for him to fall into the river or the swamp or whatever. So at the bottom right of the screen you can see that I have 3 ropes. You only really need 3, but I usually pick up a set of 3 every time I go through here. So once I make the cut, you can see how many times I went through to get the scroll weapon and everything else. Like pizza and stuff like that. Alright, there's a special weapon. Start avoiding it now. You want to get used to not picking up the special weapons. Unless it's scroll, of course. Yeah, make sure you press select if it's flashing so you're not using up the scroll. There we go, pick up 3 more rope. And let's see, I'll probably make a cut here to show you how to get the pizza. Okay, so here's where I made the cut. As you can see, a 40 scroll with Donatello right now, 42 rope, and all my turtles have full health except Donatello. His 1.5 hits gone. I didn't say this before, but you can let the frog fall down the ladder right there, and I cut off the guys at the top of the screen, and they magically disappear. There's no better way to kill these guys except using Donatello. Or maybe Scroll, which I'm saving for later. So I get the pizza in this run through. And if you're not good at hopping the stones and getting the pizza, I suggest trying to get the pizza every time, whether you need it or not. Right there is where the fire spinning guy will be, that you'll have to let him fall before you jump up there. So try and get the pizza every time so you get really good at it, like I just did. So this should be my last time through to get my 80 scroll with Donatello, and I'll have 48 rope, which is completely unnecessary, but whatever. Technically, you don't even need to come in here if you don't believe in using the scroll later on, because the rope isn't that important. You'll see that when we get nearer where you need it, they give you 3 rope in case you sort of messed up and didn't grab any. So this is still the same run through, I just made a cut because I didn't think you wanted to watch me get scroll for 20 minutes. Alright, here we go. We're gonna see our car got moved from where I parked it. One of the turtles instead decided to move the car. Alright, here's a recap of where we are. We're on the bottom left of the map. You don't need to go to the top right at all, or like half of these places. So we have full health, 80 scroll. We have 8 missiles left. If you watch at the bottom of the screen, I just let one of the guys run off the screen. Look to the right. There they go. So just move slow and let them cut themselves out of the screen. You don't really need to kill this guy, but I usually do. The next 2 cars coming up, you kind of have to kill them. There's no better way to get them off the screen. So here's my technique. Wait a minute. I use 1 missile here. There it goes to take out the car and the barrier. Otherwise that guy will take away your health. And you're not really missing any missiles. So if you travel on foot and get hit by a car, your turtle's completely dead. So definitely use your car, tank, truck, whatever. Alright, you'll see me go through this part twice because I happen to fall into the swamp or whatever. The sewer, I guess it's supposed to be. Oh, there's the boomerang, I don't get it. Sometimes there's bats here, so you kind of just want to wait on the ladder and let them fly by. I switched to Raphael because it's kind of easier to use his size to kill some of the guys quickly. And I kind of like Donatello, so I don't want him to rack up any hits. I think... Oh, there's the pizza. I usually give it to Donatello because he has the most damage right now. And there's a full pizza at the end of this for Raphael. I want to say I fall on this one. Right here. There we go. So, oops, and here I go. Try this one again. So this time the enemies changed on me. The first time it was the fire guys whose foots attack you. Feet, I guess. And this time it's the guys who spit fire. You sort of get used to dealing with both sets of enemies because it can change at any time. The only time you have control over it is that one spot where you can make the frog enemies be in there. That doesn't really work for every level. Alright, so just checking there to make sure everybody's got full health. No one needs that pizza. So this is like getting the pizza before, you gotta let the guy fall. And again, let the guy fall. You just sort of have to know that he's right next to the ladder, otherwise you'll jump, get hit, fall in the sewer. Not fun. So we don't need missiles anymore, so I had 3 left over, which means I only needed 7. So if you like to missile like every truck or something, I would definitely get like 20. Here we go. So this is the level where we'll face the end boss of Area 3. He looks like a turtle, so the first like 20 times I say I did it, I was confused on which turtle was mine, it sucked. There's no way to not get hit right there. There's usually a guy right here, but the game screwed up and he's not there. So again, I cycle through the turtles when I face this end boss coming up. I go through Raphael, Michelangelo, Leonardo, and I think I used Donatello for like a second. Right here I'm turning up the volume so I can hear the warning beeps, because I'm going to need that right here. The first time I tried to make this run through, I lost a turtle here. So, even now I still lose turtles right here. Here he is. And there's Splinter hanging off a rope. So there's no good technique here except try not to get on top of them too much. Use those distant weapons, like Michelangelo's. Yeah, I just got destroyed right here. You hear the beeping yet? We would have if I didn't change right there. I usually don't need Donatello, but this time I definitely did. Oh, there's the warning. So here's Donatello. Kill the end boss in one hit. You gotta wait for that last rocket to get off the screen. Alright, so we save Splinter and there goes the helicopter. So now we have to chase Shredder and his cronies or whoever.